Good afternoon. Greetings from Pittsburgh. I am a few minutes away from going to the Carnegie Museum of Art and delivering a lecture on modern art and beauty and faith. But I thought I would give you some thoughts, at least somehow and in some way in person, so you can see my face. I apologize for the glasses. The light's a little dim, and I have some notes I want to speak with, so bear with me. First of all, this idea of visual culture I know is concerning many of you. The theory-ladenness, the jargon-ladenness, the focus on postmodernism and modernism may seem to be off-putting or alienating or making you feel as if you are haven't been part of the conversation, and quite frankly, you haven't. So the readings should hit you as something out of nowhere. It comes from the history of philosophy, a very particular strand of the history of philosophy that made its way into the art world, and that is what I have exposed you to. And so I want you to feel the tensions. What we will do is we will look at, throughout this course, we will look at visual culture with an eye to theory, with what it implies with regard to power, with gender, various other forms of identity, and how we understand the world institutionally and through language. But I also want to keep in mind that the visual culture is also something more than that, that it doesn't need to be over-theorized in this particular way, that it is about the other visual images other than the fine art works that no doubt you have studied in your program, in which case the notion of art is self-evident, or it's already presumed that this work is a work of art. In the study of visual culture, the identity of those objects, some are works of art and some are not works of art. Some of those visual artifacts or those visual images operate differently. We will explore how they operate differently and what it means for those artifacts and images to operate differently, and what that tells us about works of art, and what that tells us about how we understand aesthetic experience, how we understand visual experience, how we understand it in relationship to theory, into words, the relationship of words and images, and certainly we will look at the notion of faith and religion, and the aspect that visual imagery is something that the institutional and the informal religions and spiritualities in our various cultures utilize. And so we will look at that and explore what that means for us as art historians. And so I'm hoping that this course will offer a way for you to think more deeply, more broadly about art within a context of the larger matrix of visual imagery. I also want to draw your attention to the syllabus that we'll be taking 2 weeks off in the middle of Christmas. My family and I will actually be traveling to Nebraska to visit my parents and family there. We moved from Lincoln, Nebraska to South Florida 4 years ago, and so we're looking forward to getting back and spending time with family in the holidays. I will be around for email. I'll be around for other forms of interaction, and so I just want you to take those 2 weeks and use that as a break and to catch up on things. I also want to draw your attention to the weekly emails that I'll be sending to your email account. They will have readings. They may have some attachments. I will also make those attachments on the website as well. And so my hope is to try to over-communicate with you and to provide at least more contact with you in that way. Also, I sent out an email regarding Skype. If any of you would like to do something regarding individual personalized Skype conferences, I'm happy to do so. So let me know, and I'm really happy to have you in class, and I'm looking forward to exploring what it means to do online education. As I've said before, this is my first time, and I'm pretty nervous about it, and many of you have already been through the program, many of the classes, so you can lead me through it and you can guide me. So I hope it can be an opportunity in which we're both learning throughout these next 9 weeks. So anyway, thank you very much for signing up for the class and bearing with me. And I wish you all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.